Hello friends, in this episode of Cataract Mentors is how we can do topical anesthesia in a deaf patient for cataract surgery. Yes, it's tricky, but I'm going to tell you the tricks of how this can be made simple and easy. Have a look at this video and let me know in the comments what you feel. A deaf and dumb patient and we want to do cataract surgery under topical anesthesia. Is that possible? The answer is yes. So you may have to change a few of your steps which you're routinely used to. Here I'm making the side port first, then holding the side port with the help of a cannula and then making the main incision. And then I'm going to put a Calibri forceps through the side port to hold the eye and make my rexis with the help of a forceps. So I have methyl cellulose in the anterior chamber, I have Helon GV on the area of the central 5mm on the lens, which actually flattens the anterior capsule, and then I'm doing a CCC, which I normally always do with a forceps. I don't use a needle anyway, and holding the eye with the forceps so that the Bell's phenomena in case the patient moves is really protected. As far as hydrodissection goes, it's very easy. The dissection cannula itself is angulated at the wound, so the patient closes the eye, the Bell's phenomena is really actually going to lock on to my forceps, to my cannula, and it's not going to be an issue at all. So hydrodissection was simple. As far as phacoemulsification goes, it's a bimanual technique, so you really don't need to worry, because in the bimanual technique we have the chopper in the non-dominant eye, we have the phaco handpiece in the dominant eye, and the cooperation of the patient is really not necessary. So don't forget friends that this is a deaf and dumb patient and we are doing cataract surgery under topical anesthesia. Of course, some attempt is made in the pre-op that we tell the patient's relative to tell them that they have to keep both the eyes open as much as possible and keep staring at the light which is there in front. So here, as you can see, that phacoemulsification is easily done because it's bimanual. Even by mistake, if the patient closes the other eye and there is a little bit of a Bell's phenomena, the eye moves little up, really not to worry because the eye is held bimanually in this case. As far as irrigation aspiration goes, the next step, I normally do a coaxial irrigation aspiration. In such cases, you may change your technique to a bimanual irrigation aspiration. Again, why bimanual? Because that itself holds on to the eye. If you're doing coaxial, really you have to be a little careful at the level of the wound, because don't forget that the patient really cannot hear at all. And this is one of the stages when any conversation in the operation theatre is not taken back home. Otherwise, don't forget the other senses of the patient are extremely alert when the cataract surgery is on, so they can hear more than what they can normally hear. So the phaco was quite simple. After this, I am doing a coaxial IA. Always the aspirating port is facing you, so that was quite simple. And once that is done, we fill in the bag with a viscoelastic and then put in the lens. So as you can see, the eye is moving here and there. That's because it's topical anesthesia. Now I'm going to hold the eye with a forceps, and once the bag is filled with the viscoelastic, which will keep the PC away, I'm going ahead and placing the lens in the bag. So the lens is gently opened in. Again, I'm holding on to the eye through the side port by passing a forceps through that. Use a T to dial the superior haptic into the bag. The inferior haptic anyway went into the bag when the lens was inserted. And once this is done, your case is over. So it's quite easy to do cataract extraction for a deaf patient under topical anesthesia. So this is just the viscoelastic removal from above the IOL and then viscoelastic removal from beneath the IOL, and that does your case. So it's quite easy, it's not all that challenging, but you might have to change a bit of your technique and steps than what you may be routinely doing. So these are simple practical steps that you can follow and make the result successful.